One. As you all know, this is a series of informative lectures and useful topics, and we are having eminent faculties across India for the same. Let me introduce first to my team members, Dr. Mehul Shelat, Dr. Abhay Dixit, and Dr. Jashwant Darbar. Dr. Darbar is yet to join, and we are lucky to have an eminent faculty with us today, Dr. Neeraj Bijlani. Dr. Neeraj Bijlani is a practicing consultant orthopedic surgeon in Mumbai with a special interest in trauma, spine, and joint replacement, and special and also in hand surgery and pediatric orthopedics. This is his formal professional introduction. Apart from that, he is the founder of Ortho TV and tech expert, you can say. In he knows a lot of technology things in and out, and he, apart from not only from knowing, but he teaches the doctors on a regular basis about the various technology that can be used in day-to-day life, in day-to-day practice. So we can say he has got a passion for using technology in life and practice. So we are lucky to have such a stalwart personality with us today. And the topics of today is WhatsApp, that we all use day in, day out, night and day on a very frequent basis. So once again, thank you, Dr. Neeraj, for accepting our invitation. And now it's all yours. Inviting Dr. Neeraj for his deliberation. Dr. Neeraj, please.
Okay, so all of you can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am privileged to be invited on HITCon, though I thought that the first time I'll be coming on HITCon will be on the stage, but this is more like a stage. So I'm going to talk on world. See, my whole world nowadays is revolving around my Ortho TV online because everybody wants to do webinars. This is one of them. So today I'm going to show you something which is world beyond orthopedics. There is a big world beyond orthopedics, and that is your world. So if you see this image, which was a blue image of an MRI, suggesting a slip disc here, and how I have converted that blue image into a black and white image, and I zoomed in. All this was done only using WhatsApp, the app which you use most commonly every day as soon as you get up and just before you sleep. As he told that my introduction that I'm, many people don't know, after this talk you may feel that I'm not an orthopedic surgeon, so I'm also an orthopedic surgeon, but I love technology, and that's why I'm delivering this talk today. So let's go, and this talk will be helpful to you if all of you do this, whatever I'm showing you with me. So I'll go very slowly here. So the first stop is that we'll change our privacy settings. How many people are bothered by basically patients messaging us and telling कि आपने मेरा message पढ़ा लेकिन मुझे जवाब नहीं दिया? So that is one major bother. So let's go into the privacy settings. I'll just show you a screenshot, then I will take you there exactly with my phone. So you can change the privacy settings. All these are privacy settings. Your last scene can be changed. My profile photo can be visible only to selected people. The about thing, that hey there I'm using WhatsApp or something like that, can be visible. Groups, now this is the latest privacy setting where everybody, no one can add you in the groups unless you allow them to. Then there is a status thing which you can exclude people. Live location, you should always keep it none. This is the live location. And you can always block unnecessary contacts. And you can keep the read receipts off, so nobody will know that your blue tick is on. So let me show you live how I do it on my phone. So I'll go on WhatsApp now. Just open WhatsApp with me, and you have to go in the settings. This is an iPhone. For people using an Android, there are 3 dots on the top. You can tap on that and you can go in the same settings. And when you go in the settings, you can go in your account. And after going in your account, there is something called as privacy on the top. So once you go in privacy, if you see my last scene is nobody, you can choose whether you want to keep my contacts, everyone, or nobody. I have kept it nobody. Then again, there is my profile photo is only visible to my contacts. I don't want unknown people to see my profile photo. So I'll give you basically, that is why if supposing they are not in my contacts, they'll not be able to see my profile photo. Then there is about. About I want everyone to see because my about is about my clinic. So I'll just show you where my about is. So this is your about. So I have changed my about and this is my about. So instead of keeping all this, I have kept my video consultation details and my landline number for my above. So basically, this is very important. That is why you should always keep it to everyone, and you can use this as something where the patient goes and sees your profile. This is the first thing they are going to see. Instead of I am using WhatsApp, busy, unavailable, you should keep something like this, which actually makes sense to the patients and which makes sense to your colleagues. We'll go back into the accounts and privacy. Then the second, we were talking about groups. So 27 excluded. So my contacts except 27. Just let me show you. These 27 are most of my patients. I don't want my patients to add me in their groups. So that's why I kept them except. You can keep it everyone, or you can keep it like this. Then there is status. Again, I don't want my patients to see my status. So patients whose contacts have been saved are excluded from my status. Then comes the live location. The live location, you always keep it none. We don't want everyone in the world to know our location. And there are some people who don't listen to me, so I just block them. I am sure that most of you are experienced that you have communicated with the patient regarding their reports, and next day say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, chalu ho jata. So you have to give them a warning, or you can directly block them. There are sometimes nowadays in the lockdown period, MRs are telling us, please prescribe this. We are not going to our clinics. How will we prescribe? When we'll go, when we prescribe. So there are some people who don't listen, you just block them. Now read receipts. This is the most important thing. If you keep it off, your blue ticks go away. They are completely gone. So if the blue ticks are gone, nobody can see your read receipts. Nobody will know whether you have read the message or not. But WhatsApp plays a very fair game that आप अपना नहीं दिखाओगे तो मेरा भी नहीं देख सकते हो. So if you don't show me yours, you cannot see mine also. So it becomes both ways. It's a bilateral way. So that is what it all is about, the privacy settings. So let's go ahead. Now I'll take you through some very interesting thing. It's something what is a private group which I've been using for a very long time. You normally, when you get up in the morning, you are flooded with thousands of WhatsApp messages, and you start seeing a video, and then basically kuch important दूसरा message आ गया, and then you forget. You want to see that video, or you want to read that article, but at that time you don't have the time to read that article. So you make your own private group. That is the best thing to do. You make your own private group. That is the best thing to do. You send or forward messages to that group, and you can read later at a pace. I will just show you now what is exactly a private group. If you see my screen here very clearly, you can see that I am the only one in this group. Let me show you and take you how I made this private group. So all of you open your WhatsApp and go in outside in the main screen, and there is an option called new group. So make a new group. Maybe you add anyone in your new group. Say maybe I'll add my friend in my new group, and I'll add him. Then I'll click on new group, and I'll make a new group for reading or read later. Whatever name you want to give, you can give. That is up to you. Then I create this group. Once this group is created, now what I do, I go inside the group, and there are two participants. I will remove my friend from the group, and he's out. Now who is remaining in the group? Only you, yourself. So that is so easy. So if you see any interesting article, you can put it in this group. What about sometimes nowadays everything is going digital. They are asking for PAN cards. They are asking for Aadhaar cards. So bank वाले बोलते हैं कि आप WhatsApp कर दो हमको KYC. So you can always store all your documents. I'll just show you that I have a folder where I have stored all my documents in this folder. See this PAN card and my passport, my cancelled check, my mother's PAN card, father's PAN card. Everything is here what I need. Aadhaar card, photographs, passport photographs, my driving license. All this, so this becomes like my documents folder. So you can use it for two things. One is for reading the articles little later, and the second is you can store all your documents by taking photographs inside WhatsApp. So it becomes your documents folder. So this is what read later is all about. Then we go to a very interesting topic called photo editing. Many people take photographs, but लेकिन background में कुछ तो कचरा आ जाएगा. For example, if you're taking a photograph of a document, तो background में आपका sofa आ गया या bed आ गया, that looks very bad. और आपने patient का photograph लिया, और then उसमें you were not able to see that basically patient के background में कुछ आ गया, and you want to edit that part. चप्पल आ गया, चप्पल नहीं दिखाना है, something like that. So how do you do it? Let me show you. So you can do basic editing.
I
and basic annotation. Just let's see this video once.
Photo of a CT scan, an X-ray, which we are supposed to do together.
So instead of this video, let me show you a live demo of this. So for example, I want to, I'll just go to my reading, same place. I will want to edit a photo. So maybe I'll choose a photo from my documents and say, for example, this is my document which I want to edit, but I just want to show the leave meeting thing. I want to remove everything which is there in the background. So if you see on the top, there is something called as this button here on the first button. That is a crop button. So you can actually crop the whole photograph inside WhatsApp. Sorry. Inside WhatsApp by just dragging the brackets. And this becomes your photo. So all the background is now removed. Now I'll just tap on done on the bottom. And then now I want to write something on it or maybe make an arrow. So I will make an arrow. So I can draw on it. That is the basic. Now I want to type something on it, supposing. See this. I want to type this. Now I have typed. I want to make it small and maybe adjust it somewhere else. I put it here. That is how I typed it. I want to hide a face of the patient. I'll just put a smiley then. And if I put a smiley, the patient's face is hidden. Instead of the smiley is there. So all these things can be done. Now I want to make this photo black and white. So I will go and make it black and white if I want. So everything else is black and white. Only the things which I've edited remain in color. So it is more easily visible to everyone. So this is basics of photo editing, which you can do in your WhatsApp app. You don't need a special photo editor. You don't need anything. These are the small things which you can do. You can even turn the photo if you want, something like this. So I want to turn it. I can turn it also. But for the timing, let's leave it straight. And I will send it here. And you can send it anywhere, wherever you want. So I will go back again and we'll see how it is to be done. So I'll just add plus. And then after that, a photo. So maybe let me select a photo of mine of this. And I want to edit it. Then I want to make it black and white. So just I swipe up. Sorry, I just swipe up and I get a black and white option and this whole photo becomes black and white. I can do whatever I want, drawing and everything. Or if I want to hide my face, for example, I'll just put this smiley here. I'll increase the size of the smiley by reducing or by just tapping on my fingers. And that's it. My photos are changed. And that is how you can do a lot of photo editing on WhatsApp itself and then send it. And this colored photo becomes a black and white photo. And it basically has a hidden face of the patient if you want to send it to professional colleagues. So this is photo editing. Sorry. Now we go to something which is even more advanced, video editing. We can even do a video editing on WhatsApp. There are some features available on Android, some on iPhone. So you will have to check whether the feature of the video editing is available.
Attach a video. I click on
so let me show you how the video is done.
Done the surgery together. And then
so I'm sending an intraoperative surgical video.
This, and I go into
gallery, and I select a video.
Which I need to send. So this looks like a video. I open that video, and I want to maybe remove a little bit of the beginning portion.
So you can cut a proximal part of the video a little bit in the beginning, a little bit in the end, and then you can make it a video, very concise video.
An important point in that,
and you can draw on the video.
Where I'll just put an arrow like this, and I want to write.
And you can write a text on the video.
What is this video about?
So this becomes like your watermark.
Contains
so you can watermark your video directly on WhatsApp. You don't need any other app for that.
Adjust so that it doesn't disturb the main part of the video.
And there is something called as add a caption. Now the watermark will travel with the video. The caption won't. Caption is basically for people who don't download all videos, so that they will know that this is an important video and they should be downloading it so that they need to see it. And it's just not a plain forward.
Downloading, he may not be able to see the watermark, but he'll be able to see the video.
The caption. So that is why you should send, and this is how the video goes.
This is how you basically.
So let me show you a live video editing here. We again go to the same folder and let me select a video. I'll go to the photo video library. Let's see if I have a video which I can edit. Recently, whatever I have is the family videos, which I don't plan to edit. Let me go in the albums and select a proper video. So these are all the videos. So supposing if I want to select this video, so this video on iPhone, it downloads because I'm using iCloud. On an Android, it need not download because it's already there on your phone. So you can do it with me. You go into any of the chats, and then you select any of the videos which you want. So once the video is downloaded on the phone, it will be allowing me to edit it. Now it's almost ready. And now it allows me to edit it. So if I want to crop it, I can even crop this video. I don't want the nonsense outside, so I can crop it. This is how I crop it. Then I tap on done. Then I can edit the video. On the top, if you see those borders, those black borders, so if I do slide on it, so basically only a part of that video will be here. Here again, if I want to edit it, I just edit only this much part of the video is seen, then only the main part. Only this part of the video is then. I want to draw on something. So maybe I can draw, I can circle, or whatever shapes I want to draw, I can draw. And then if I want to type something, as I showed you, test, I can type. And I can even reduce the size or increase the size, whatever I want of the text. So this becomes like my watermark on the video. And the down here part is the caption. So this caption will go with the video, and then only the person will download. I will always recommend that if you're sending a single video, not a forward, always put a caption. So the person receiving the video will come to know that this is a video and he needs to download it. It is an important video, what topic it is. So that is how it goes. The video may not get downloaded, but this at least goes. So this is how you can do a basic video editing by using only WhatsApp. Then we come to broadcast messages. Broadcast messages are different than groups. Groups and broadcast messages are totally different. So one message can be sent to 256 people in one go. It can be used for Diwali, New Year wishes, or some news, or maybe if you're fighting an election, then maybe yes. There is one major limitation to the broadcast messages. That is why I hardly use it. The receiving person should have your contacts saved. So if you're a very popular person in your group and then you know that most of the people have my contacts, then you should send it. Like I use it for basically sending Diwali wishes, or by sending, supposing if I'm doing a webinar which is applicable to everyone, then I will use that webinar link, or maybe whatever, a video link. But it is generally not used for forwards. It is only for important news that you should be using broadcast messages. So I'll just show you how my broadcast list looks like. So this is my broadcast list. In Android, it looks a little different. So when you go, you can make new broadcast list here, like a new list here, and you can add up to 256 people. But if you see this, only contacts with this number in their address will receive your broadcast messages. So if you don't have my contact saved in your phone, you will not get my broadcast messages. It's as simple as that. So that is why we try to keep the broadcast list only for specific things. Then we go to WhatsApp web desktop. It is a very interesting thing. My WhatsApp nowadays is always open on my app. And that's why people see that I'm online, but I'm not picking up my phone because my phone is lying in the other room. So if you go, you can just on your laptop or computer, if you want to use WhatsApp, this is the way to it. And there's a website called web.whatsapp.com. If you see this, and you can send the documents, photos in your computer or laptop directly onto WhatsApp, into your phone, or to anyone. That is how we always communicate. My WhatsApp is always on my laptop, but my phone is away. So I need not pick up my phone calls, but I can answer WhatsApp much faster. And it's always beneficial that if you're using a computer in front in your clinic, it is very good, because then you can reply to WhatsApp between patients without picking up your phone again and again and getting distracted. It is much easier to reply WhatsApp because you are typing, if you are well versed with typing, on the computer. That is what I feel. But this is very simple. So how do we use it? So we just go to web.whatsapp.com. It will tell you to scan a code, and it is there on your WhatsApp here in your settings. There's something called as WhatsApp web desktop. When you open this, you scan a code which is there on the computer, and your WhatsApp will start on the computer. That is how you use web.whatsapp.com. Then we come to something called as WhatsApp Business. So I use WhatsApp Business on my landline number. I have used WhatsApp Business on my landline number. So if you see this, this is my landline number, which is set up on my WhatsApp Business account. It's the WhatsApp Business is available on the Play Store and the App Store for free. It is just another app with some special features. So I'll just show you, we'll just go through what are the features available on this WhatsApp Business of mine. So if you see, I keep the WhatsApp separately. This is only patients can send here. And then you have to go in the business settings. I go in the business settings and there are these settings: business profile, where I can put my clinic photo or logo, my clinic name, my landline number. You can keep a mobile number here. Then my business description, my times when it is open or closed. So if the patient comes here, they will automatically know my address, email address, website, and category. So this is basically, the patient will know that today it is open or not, or basically the email address, website, everything can be changed right here. So once your patient has this number, now many people ask me, how did you set up a landline? For setting up, you don't have a landline SIM card. So landline cannot receive SMS. But if you put your landline number, you have to put +91, then your STD code also, and then put the whole number as 10 digits. And then after that, you have to send you have to wait. It will not you will not receive SMS. Then there will be an option on WhatsApp, call me. And once you call, just pick up your landline and answer it. And basically you can put the OTP which you will get on the call. For people who have not understood, they can message me directly. I will explain them if they are really interested in doing this. So this is WhatsApp Business. Now we go to the last one. This is WhatsApp without saving a phone number of the patient. So you don't need to save the phone number of the patient if you want to send WhatsApp to him or her. So you can just open a browser, Chrome on Android or Safari on iPhone, and type the following: wa.me. This is in the browser, you have to type / then you type 91 and you type this number 9820146265, any random number you can type and see. And once you type and press go or enter, then it will open your WhatsApp or WhatsApp Business, and it will take you to WhatsApp, or it will give you an option of going into WhatsApp Business wherever you wish to. And when you see starting chat, the number is not saved, but you will be able to see this number. The number is not saved in my phone, but you're still able to send a message to an unknown number who is not saved. So you can do this. This is a very important trick. If you, especially for people whom you don't want, if you don't want to be disturbed about your privacy, like other things. So if you're communicating with some bank person for only one time, you can do this trick. This is a very good trick. So this is it. And if you want to know more, we have our Orthotech groups where there are a lot of non-orthopedic surgeons. You can join our Telegram and WhatsApp group called Orthotech. You can write to me on the email address, and you can message me on this number 98920218844. We'll keep this slide on for others to just save my number if they need to do it. So if you have any questions on Facebook, or if you have your own personal questions, I will be able to answer the panel now.
Thank you, sir, for a nice talk. Sir, there were some queries about doctors about using WhatsApp for professional, the other WhatsApp that you just mentioned.
Yes.
So, what is the basic difference between the WhatsApp that we use in a personal and WhatsApp on that? And that
I'll give you a simple example of myself. I have 100 WhatsApp groups, 100 plus WhatsApp groups. When I get up in the morning, I don't have 1,000 messages. I have 10,000 messages to see. So many times the patient's message may get missed.
Okay.
So what I do is that, and I don't want the patients to be continuously bothering me also, both the things, both the ways.
Right.
It is both good for the patient also and good for me also. So if I have a separate number where there are no groups,
right,
that is one way of using, where there are no groups at all and patients only message on that group. So I will get a separate notification. I'll give you a simple example here. So if you see, there are two WhatsApp icons. One is this WhatsApp Business, where there is no unread messages, and one is this WhatsApp where there are multiple unread messages. So how will I filter which is important, which is not? So if I have one where only patients are messaging for professional purposes, I know that the pop-up will come separately. The icon will come separately. On an Android, the icon only will come separately. And here WhatsApp Business will be written. And plus they will get an immediate reply also. that you can set up a quick reply. I'll just show you. You can set up something called as quick reply
Yes.
in that. Let me see. Where is the business settings? Quick replies. So you can set up quick replies. You can set up a away message that your WhatsApp is off. You can set up a greeting message where all your other contact details are there.
Right.
That automatically you got. Or you can even set up a PDF file or a photo file. In case of emergency, do this. In case of emergency, do this. Like I just messaged a person who was selling face shields. So I immediately got a PDF that this is the face shield details which I have. So he has not replied, but he has kept a file that immediately auto reply will go. So this is
Okay,
the best way of keeping auto replies on.
Okay. And
For the patient.
can we convert this same account into WhatsApp business, or we have to
Can
have
only-
different number?
Yes, you can convert. You can do one thing. You can start using a new number for your family and you can convert this into your common WhatsApp.
Okay.
So I will tell you another trick. So for example, you have two WhatsApp, both numbers are distributed everywhere.
Right.
So how do you sort out? So best way is that what one of my friends gave me the idea is that one WhatsApp, I don't receive personal messages. I will just receive groups. So basically, if anybody adds me in the group in my main number, I will just give them that other number and they will add me in the group. So all the groups are separate. There is not a single group, or maybe a not non-specific groups. Maybe family groups can be there or important groups can be there, which is related to building or something.
Right.
But all the specific groups which you don't need to see every hour can be separated in your WhatsApp business account, a separate account. It can be a WhatsApp business. So you have two WhatsApp. One is only for groups, one is only for yourself. So
Right.
you don't get crowding. That is another way of using a WhatsApp business if you don't want to give it to your patients.
Okay. And you can say auto reminders and everything. Rest of the things remain same. That's not an issue.
No, for WhatsApp business only the reminders are there. WhatsApp plain mein nothing is there.
Okay. Okay. And is there any trick or way of communicating with the patient and mass using this WhatsApp in general? Maybe business or maybe something.
Means nahi, that is the whole thing. Na, see, that is what I'm doing. I'm not giving my mobile number, but the WhatsApp is in my mobile. The business is WhatsApp business is my mobile. So if you saw this, my WhatsApp business number, if you just check, if they will call, it will go to my clinic. See, I can show you. See my number here. See the number here. Can you see the number? It's a landline number.
Yes.
So when they give a call, it will go to my clinic. But they want to message, they will message me. So they cannot call me again and again.
If, for example, I have got, say, 1,000 number of patients in my mobile,
Yes.
and most of the patients are using WhatsApp now. So if you want to send them mass messages, what is the way out?
Then broadcast. But they should have your number saved.
Okay, simple. Then the same rule applies basically.
Yes.
Okay, then it is the same thing. Fine, fair enough.
If they have saved everything, then the broadcast list is the best thing. If all the patients have your number saved, you know that they have been calling you, all they have their number saved, then basically there is no problem.
Fine, fair enough. And anything about this WhatsApp calling, something special about it? No.
So WhatsApp calling, nowadays I used WhatsApp business video calling for video consultation till I took an app. Now I am using DocOn.
Okay, but
not
WhatsApp
use
video,
WhatsApp
this
business
WhatsApp
is
business
not
can be used.
Yes. So it's just a matter of time. WhatsApp business will now allow you to collect money also. There will be something called like Google Pay, there will be WhatsApp Pay. In fact,
Okay.
in some numbers, it has already started. So it is rolling out, and within a year, by the end of 2020, you will be able to collect payments on WhatsApp, which will be directly linked to your account. So person just needs a WhatsApp and a bank account, and he'll be able to send money from his bank account to your bank account using UPI.
Okay.
Purely on WhatsApp.
Okay, fine.
No
fine,
need to
fine,
use Google Pay also.
Fine. Fair enough. And
But that is not rolled out. That is a future thing which will come in this year, maybe next year. I don't know, but it will come. It will surely come because it's already started. In some phone numbers, you will already see. If you're lucky, you must have already got it. My sister already has it.
okay. And there is a thing called PIN to lock the WhatsApp. So anybody else having your phone cannot access your WhatsApp, something like that.
Means I didn't get it. Sorry.
There is a PIN lock or something for opening WhatsApp. Normally, WhatsApp is open. When you just open it, it does.
That is there on my WhatsApp. So that is security issue. I'll just take you there. So if you go into settings,
Yeah, that was there in the first slide, I guess.
accounts and security. So
Yes.
sorry, not this. Sorry, not security. It is in the privacy only screen lock. So I put a screen lock on it. So
Okay.
in the iPhone, it is Face ID. In your Android, it could be password or whatever you put for your main.
Right.
Whatever in an Android phone you put for your main pass, that you can use it here. Or you can use a separate app lock feature also. But I would not recommend app lock. I recommend the main Android feature only. That same password can be used for this.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. Great. Thank you, Dr. Neeraj, for a very, very elaborative talk. I think most of the basic things, because we use this WhatsApp day in, day out since quite long, but since there are a lot of things that you have shared today, which were probably not known to us on a routine basis. So we are grateful to you. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining.
I wanted to ask you and also to inform you, basically, this will be available on your Facebook for us to see later on also, right?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir.
So I would recommend all of you, those who have basically, because maybe I must have gone quite fast for some
Yes.
of you, you can always go back to that video, pause, play and see. And even if you don't understand, my number is there on that video. You can just message me on WhatsApp and I will reply to you. If not within 1 hour, at least within 24 hours.
Oh, that's simply great.
Just to mention that you saw me on HitCon before messaging.
That is simply great. Thank you very much. So
Bye-bye.
thank you everyone for joining us for this interesting seminar. Now do stay tuned with us. Our next seminar will be on Tuesday with one of the very popular speaker, Mr. Sanjay Raval. So don't miss it. We'll shortly come out with the details. Thank you, Dr. Neeraj, for joining. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Namaste.